Every episode on Celebrity Encounters podcast, we interview real people just like you sharing their own personal celebrity encounters. And with a little storytelling help from us and a few surprises from here in Las Vegas, this is Celebrity Encounters podcast.
Hey, everybody. Fancy seeing you here.
Welcome
Can only
back.
mean one thing, yeah. You're here for the Celebrity Encounters podcast. As always, I'm John Rodolini.
What's going on? I'm Hailey Brooks.
And this is the show where we meet new friends and hear about their,
Friends.
celebrity encounters. With that in mind, friend, hi.
Hello, how
What's
are
your name?
you?
Hi, I'm Pam Yeager.
Pam, what is going on? Where are you visiting us from on this very fine day?
The northwest area of Las Vegas.
Wow, so far. Thank you
Yeah.
for making the journey.
I'm sensing
Yes.
a theme in our show.
Pam, who are you?
I don't know.
that's a loaded
I'm still
question.
trying to figure that out. Well, I'm a comedian and a party planner and a mother and caretaker for many animals
Oh,
Aw.
and twins. I have one of each.
Of the animals?
Con
I was
artist
just
and an
about to say,
accomplice.
An accomplice?
A con artist and an accomplice. I have one of each.
Oh, nice. That's us.
yeah,
Ayo.
boom.
Let's
Who's,
go.
who's whom?
Well, you're a magician. You're the con artist.
Thank you, accomplice.
You're welcome.
So, Pam, tell us, you are here because you have a celebrity encounter.
Yes.
How does this happen? Why does this happen? Where were you? When were you? Why were you? And with
Right.
who?
So, I have had lots of different lives in the past. I was trying to cover costs in between doing stand-up comedy and starting a party business. I was running a party business and I was working at Castle Rock Entertainment, Castle Rock. They put out a bunch of good movies and Rob Reiner used to be a part of that too. So anyway, I was working as a receptionist and in the lobby was a very small lobby was Jessica Simpson's dad.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
All right.
He's the one that
Yes.
calls shots.
Right. So we started up a conversation. He was asking me, what I did and stuff like that. And I told him I was a stand-up and then I guess he went inside and was talking to people and heard about the fact that I also did parties. So then one day I was at home and I get this phone call and it was from Jessica Simpson's dad. Now I didn't know who Jessica Simpson was.
Okay.
Like she was like coming up and she was dating Nick Lachey at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I know the
Yeah.
time period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
He called me and he said, I heard you do bachelorette parties and I was talking to some people and I wanted you to do Jessica Simpson's bachelorette party.
Wait, this is like peak Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Before the reality
Yeah.
show, because they're getting married. Oh my God.
Right. So, and I was like, I didn't really know who she was because here was the clincher. I needed, I was trying to make ends meet. I was trying to do gigs and also get my name out there. He asked me to do it for free. Yes. So, and he's like, oh, you'll get a lot of publicity.
Oh, no.
And we'll get you in these like, there's going to be a video and like people are going to follow you around and get your comedy out there and stuff like that. So I didn't know if I should do it or not. And I asked my neighbor girlfriend, she was in sales and she also was, into music and into Jessica Simpson. I like, like groove music and funk. And so I wasn't really into Jessica Simpson, but she's like, no, you should do it. I mean, she's really popular and this would really, get your name out there. So I think we negotiated some sort of deal where they would cover some costs, and they flew me out on airline miles. So
Oh my God.
Texas, it was in Texas. It was in Austin, Texas. And so I agreed with the dad to do it, which I don't know if that's the first time. I think it's the only time a dad has called me up and asked me to do his daughter's bachelorette party. It's a little odd, right? That's never happened before. I usually get like the bride or maid of honor.
Right.
I don't think a dad has ever called me, hey, can we have more of those blow up John dolls at my daughter's party? Never has that happened. So I then get a phone call with Jessica's mom and sister, Ashlee, who is also popular.
Icon, yes.
And we met in at a studio that I had, a party planning studio that I was sharing with some people. And we sat down and we went over the details of what the party was going to look like, which included me doing comedy and playing some bachelorette games with some toys.
Ooh.
And
There you go.
Was this a game you already had or you had to like come up with?
There was a brainstorming
well,
session.
everything I do is a little custom, but I have a few things in my treasure chest. So to speak.
Did it involve a large wheel?
You mean like a Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
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 No, inflatables, lickables, large things that like, and I also so they wanted a whole show. So I did sort of a show.
Okay.
And it wasn't just me, we also had a dancer there, you would think, right? Bachelorette party.
Right.
You need to have a little dancer there.
Perhaps a cop
They
who's
wanted
not a cop.
something that was
Tiny dancer.
different. They wanted a little person dancer.
Tiny dancer!
Wow. Gold star.
Oh my goodness.
So, I mean, I was like, I've booked little people before for performances, for parties, but they were all like professional hosts and MCs. And they weren't, I couldn't call them up and say, hi, would you come and do Jessica Simpson's bachelorette party and take off your clothes?
Right.
I couldn't, that would be a little odd of a conversation because they're, professional. They do other things. They don't.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
So then I spoke with a friend of mine who was a producer at Playboy, and he recommended that I contact a porn star as a a little person.
Oh.
That's smart. They're already
Like an
naked in front of
adult
people.
film
Yeah.
star. And so I asked him, and he went down to just trunks and something, but at least he was around. It wasn't like a stretch for him to take his clothes off.
Right. He's like,
Right.
well, now who am I finishing the job with?
He's
Like,
a stretch along
Ugh.
So I had to then meet with him to give him dance lessons, and he's sort of popular. His name is Napoleon is his name. So I guess this is a two-folded celebrity story.
Because of Napoleon.
Bonus.
I feel
Yeah,
like
for
we should have
those who know
pop-up video,
Napoleon.
like little
Yeah,
fun
little
facts
fun facts
that
about
pop
who
up.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not familiar with
Yeah.
Napoleon's
I
work.
cannot say that I am either. We all are now, though.
But
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on a
But he
deep
was
dive
very
later.
professional. I mean, and and it was Playboy who recommended him, so
Sure.
it's very professional. He's a professional performer, and so he came out and performed, and we also had some sword dancers and belly
Wow.
dancers.
Sword.
So
Sword
And-
dance.
Boo. Boo.
so that was fun. So and Ashlee Simpson was there, and the mom. And I think Ashlee Simpson danced with one of the dancers, and I think she hurt her head,
Oh, no.
and because he like threw her up or something,
Oh.
and there
One of
was
the
a
tiny
bead.
the tiny dancer.
No, not with the tiny dancer.
That's
And then a book came out, and I think I was in the book, and then I was in People magazine.
Hey.
Wait, what do you mean you think you didn't immediately go like find the section and chapter
You
that
have
you're
books
in?
behind you. Is this book not on your bookshelf?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
I would have bought that frame that the pages like
Yeah.
I have other books I was in though. Those are all the comedy books I was in.
Oh,
like
cool.
The Comedy Thesaurus and
Pam.
some
We
other.
need the Jessica Simpson book that you're in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they misspelled my name anyway. So.
Oh. I'm gonna go find it. It's all right. Ashlee got caught lip syncing on SNL, so we all
Right.
get it. Karma comes
But
back.
it was a lot of fun. Yeah, they mentioned, this is kind of funny because it's not the first time that celebrities have reached out to me and said, hey, will you do my party for free in exchange for publicity?
Sure.
And just want to say, nobody cares. So nobody said, oh, I have to book you because of Jessica Simpson. You know, I mean, that's kind of cool, but it really comes down to if you do a good job or not, right?
Right.
And if people like you and like what you do, that's really what it comes down to. But it was very cool that I worked with them, and it was nice to work with the mom and meet everybody. And
Yeah.
then I guess she had a TV show about that after, right? About-
Yes.
Newlyweds. It
Some-
was
Was
huge.
it with Nick?
Someone
Yeah,
watched,
yeah.
folks.
I was a
Someone
big fan.
tuned in.
Well, that's where the chicken and tuna thing comes
Yes.
from. The show was massive.
It was. That was in peak MTV days
Yeah,
when like
early
TRL was
2000s.
still big and
Lindsay was getting arrested. Like, I think that was the era.
yeah.
Yeah.
And for our viewers at home that might be tuning in from parts of the world and timelines in which they are not familiar with everybody involved in this story, Jessica Simpson, very big pop star.
Icon.
Yes, pop culture icon of the 2000s, who has, I believe, been making a resurgence here in Las Vegas with a series of shows. Mm-hmm. So got booked by a major record label at 17, which is pretty darn cool. And did Jessica Simpson also try out for the Mickey Mouse Club with the rest of the Mouseketeers?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think so. And she was kind of on the same Britney Spears kind
Yes,
of path.
that's exactly what she was.
She
yeah.
has done, you know, she's had as a businesswoman, I think she's done extremely well.
Yes,
Yeah.
her fashion line,
Yes.
her makeup, Pam.
Yeah.
I think you inspired it. I'm
I
not
think so.
even
There you go.
kidding. Like,
I think
okay,
so.
so to fill you guys in the early 2000s when Jessica Simpson was popping off, she came out with, it was cosmetic. So it was like body spray, lip gloss, and it was edible.
Jessica Simpson collection, if memory serves me right.
Oh, so you do recall.
Because it grossed about $1 billion with a B.
Oh my
$1
gosh.
billion with a B annually during
Wow.
its heyday.
And was very quickly shut down because you shouldn't really be eating cosmetics and stuff. But that was the thing. It was edible,
They're
but it was
edible.
meant, and it was geared towards like young girls my age at the time. We were shopping at Claire's where we would like get our ears pierced, and then you would get this Jessica Simpson body spray that you would like have your 13, you're going to think your 13-year-old boyfriend's going to, no, we're not that far yet. Like, calm down. But that's what it was like low key meant to be like a sexual thing, obviously.
Right.
And I have a feeling her bachelorette party with a toy show and a very funny
Sure.
comedian probably inspired this whole train. Oh, you should
Yeah.
be getting a piece of that.
And we
Pam.
had little gifts at the party too. We had little lipstick vibrators. Like
There you go.
mm-hmm.
Not part of the
so
collection.
those were the little
fun fact.
goodies. Those were
Not-
the little goodies that went out. So I agree with you completely. Like that's totally it because it was like, you know, chocolate body sauce and stuff and painting and things like that. So I think she always liked that kind of thing, and it was a little glamoury. The glam is whatever that word is, and you know, and she's sort of like the good girl who's doing like slightly naughty things. So I think it's acceptable by a lot of people because I think she maybe got started in the choir singing in churches.
Well,
That
her
sounds
dad
right. She
was
was
a
a holy-
pastor,
yeah,
right?
and
Amongst other
I think
roles
he's a
and
lawyer
responsibilities.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know their dad played a big role in their careers, both
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. So was because you met him via Music World, right?
He not only was a big role in their music world, but also apparently in party planning. So, and wedding planning.
As were you.
Yeah.
You're
I
mentioning
mean, the
books.
fact that he called me, I think is hilarious. I mean, the fact that a dad calls somebody, hello, can you please, I'd like to have, what are you doing with the straws? Do they have little things on the end of them? Great. That would be great. I mean, you know,
That is so
that's a little
funny.
interesting. It's different.
It's very different.
It's very hands-on.
It's,
Very,
you know,
very hands-on.
You go control. Did you ever cross paths with her again in any way, shape, or form?
We do not run in the same circles, but I know that she's come out here to Vegas or she has stuff coming up.
Yeah.
And I think Ashlee does too.
Yep.
Yeah, she was
I actually
here, yeah.
spent more time, I guess, with Ashlee, except for, you know, the day of
Mhm.
the event, because it was it was a surprise for Jessica. And at the time, Ashlee
cool.
didn't have so much of a career. But
Living
they're
in
both adorable
shadows.
girls. And the mom was lovely, Tina. And, you know, so, but yeah, now I think Ashlee comes out here too. Was she just playing at the Chelsea or something like
Yeah.
I think somewhere.
I think
yeah.
Jessica's
I
at
don't
the
know.
Venetian and
And
Ashley might be at
Ashley's-
the Chelsea. Yeah.
yeah.
For those of you tuning in, check your local calendars because this may have happened, may be happening, and may be right about now.
Go see him right
Yeah,
now.
That's right.
But she has shoes also. Jessica Simpson has shoes.
That might be the Jessica Simpson collection I'm thinking about then.
Yeah, because I don't think they make but her shoes are like, they're cute, affordable, and actually comfortable, and they don't get the respect that they deserve. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I think I have some Jessica Simpson shoes.
Yeah. They're actually comfy though. Like she actually cared about who she was selling to, unlike like some celebrities, they'll just like slap their name on it and like whatever. She actually cared, and they were actually cute and actually and I love Jessica Simpson. Okay, she's also one of those people that we roasted unnecessarily, as in the early 2000s, as we did with many successful, attractive women, and now it's like come back and we're like, oh, we probably shouldn't have called this millionaire business lady dumb all these years, and then when she gained a little weight, called her fat, and like come on now.
And now is a new segment in our show where Hailey, camera number 3, please. Would you like to do, on behalf of the human race, a direct apology to Jessica Simpson?
I'm sorry, Jessica. I also wasn't sure if it was chicken or tuna.
And that has been Celebrity Apologies here
Brought
on
to
the
you by
Celebrity
Chicken of the Sea.
Encounters podcast. Yes, Chicken of the Sea, a tuna product.
But she was also an actress, by the way. We forgot her acting career.
She's done a lot.
Yeah, and we disrespected her.
Daisy Dukes. She was in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
Remember
And
that one, right? The remake?
Yeah.
It
It was her music video. These boots are made for walking.
That's
she did the car washing music video, which then Pink then recreated in her Stupid Girls music video. And she was in Employee of the Month with Dane Cook too. That's one of my favorite movies. Yes.
Wow.
She did
that's funny.
Yeah, she did not do a good performance. We all know that. She did not do a good performance. It's okay. But she still did it, and I love the movie.
Right. That's funny. I forgot about that. I know Dane Cook too. So when I first came out to Los Angeles, I actually performed with Dane Cook at the Comic Relief's American Comedy Festival at Universal.
Oh, wow.
No way.
And that was right before he blew up, and people didn't really know who he was, but he was extremely funny.
Right.
And he did great. And you know who else? There was somebody else there who people didn't really know who performed on stage, and that was George Lopez.
No way.
Yeah. And he was performing, and it was at the big Universal Amphitheater, and he just blew the roof off. And then after that, I was just like, he is hilariously funny. And that always just one great joke after the other, just incredible. And got a sitcom, and
I think
for
he's
those
doing all right
of
for
you
himself.
who don't know him, it was great.
Yeah.
He's a great was a great actor too, as well as a stand-up comedian.
So taking everything back in time, back to this party, because I am curious.
Yeah.
You have painted a very vivid picture of a bachelorette party brought to you by her father. Tell us more about what the party was like, what Jessica was like.
Right.
What's going on during the party?
Okay, so we walk into the room. We went into a back room of this really cool bar in Austin. It was kind of a quiet, like a smaller boutique-like bar. And then in the back, they had a special room, like a private room. And there were about 50 guests. And they kind of just stood in a semicircle. And I had Jessica sitting in a chair. And I invited everybody, into that room, and everybody stood around, and I told some jokes, and we roasted Jessica a little bit. I gave her some things to hold and play with. Some were big and small and different sizes. And she was a great sport. She loved it. It was funny and fun and exciting. And then we had different dancers come on and perform. The belly dancer is like a sword dancer, and then the little dancer, who in comparison was much smaller than Jessica. Jessica's a little small.
I was gonna say, isn't she like 5, like nothing,
Really?
essentially? Yeah, she's tiny.
I don't even know she's 5 feet. She's a tiny.
Really?
Most pop stars are like teeny tiny.
She's tiny. Yes,
Yeah.
I could put her in my pocket and just take her out.
I also envision this. Have you ever seen the episode of Friends where they hire Danny DeVito as their stripper? Because this is how I see this all playing out, and it's just chef's kiss. Brilliant party planning.
Right.
So, Pam, can you tell us, did you get to talk to Jessica during the party, before the party, after the party? Like, what was Jessica like? What did you talk about, if you got to talk to her?
Well, she wouldn't go into too many details about her relationship. But I know she was really into Nick at the time. I mean, she was way into Nick.
Aw.
And he actually made a surprise appearance at the party.
Hey.
No.
Yeah.
This sounds so narcissistic. Absolutely not. No.
I mean,
no.
is that
no.
bad? That is kind of straight, but he showed up at the party and he came in and he kind of was like, I was like, you should go. But then, what do you, she's Jessica Simpson. She can have him and it's Nick, and you just go, that's great. Okay, stay. And then all the girls were like, yeah, and they were all happy to see him. So that was really fun and exciting that he was there. And they, but he stayed for a minute or two.
And then he read the room and went.
Took off.
Out of
Yeah,
5,000. All right.
he was like, enough of the pink boas and the
Napoleon.
and the oil and the chocolate flavored body toppings. And
Okay.
the,
Was the chocolate flavored body toppings on Jessica, on the dancers? Where was the chocolate flavored body
well,
toppings?
I gave it to her and she was like, she loved to play with the stuff and, try it out and blow on things on her hand and things like that. I mean, she is really into that stuff. And I think you're right. I think she was interested in that stuff maybe for just in general. Maybe she was testing out cosmetics at the time. Maybe she was thinking
this was an
about
R&D project.
Yeah, you didn't realize that your party was actually research.
maybe this was her like creative thinking lab.
Tax
So,
write-off.
Maybe this is
This is
maybe
edible?
this is a way of her to go into. I don't know, but the shoes thing though. I don't know how the shoes came into the play.
Strippers. Shoot, her heels were
I
high.
like how
Her
you have
heels were
a
high.
pegboard with photos and yarn that you are just connecting dots this episode.
Yep.
Pam, was Jessica overall pretty nice? Did she seem busy or,
She was very lovely, and her sister and mom were very nice too.
Okay.
Ashlee Simpson was very nice. I think she was lovely. We took some pictures. I think I have one picture that I was able to take with her, and then I think they had some photographers there, but I never did get a copy of those pictures. They were supposed to come out in some sort of like CD or book or something. I don't know if that really happened or not, but they were planning on having like some kind of expose or something.
Yeah, there has to be
Entertainment
photos
Tonight
from
was
this
gonna
night.
come out and do something.
It's got to be in like People or Vanity Fair or something.
I'm
The
gonna Google
People magazine
AI.
did cover the event too. So, and they put in a picture
Cool.
of Jessica and Nick, and they gave some details about the party.
That is so
They mentioned me, so that was very nice.
And the fact that that's in People magazine, you probably inspired other people's bachelorette parties. So.
Yeah.
Maybe so, but I don't know how many people need inspiration to like go out and have a good time before they
You'd
get
be
there.
surprised. People are miserable. They don't know
Yeah.
how to have fun. Who's bringing Hershey's chocolate sauce to a bachelorette? Like, come on, you inspired that. Come on.
Yeah. And it seemed like Jessica's relationship with her sister and mom were pretty close.
That's good.
They talked quite a bit. Ashley, though, was very, she still was like the little sister.
Sure.
So there was parts of it that was kind of like, oh, Ashley, you're kind of crazy dancing around with that dancer, and that's when she was like, I don't know, doing a jitterbug maneuver or something like that. And her sister was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I think that's where Ashley got into the
Spotlight.
the head. She hurt her head.
Oh, that's right.
From
head
getting
injury.
launched
Hurt her
by
head
a
on
by a
some
tiny
dancer.
dancer.
That's right.
It was like a staircase or something like that. But she was okay. She was okay. But it was a bump in the party, like in the middle of it. And that was a little bit of a snag.
A little
but it was
downer.
everybody's okay.
This sounds like a pretty awesome party and
It was pretty awesome.
a neat adventure, especially to have someone's dad ask you to do a bachelorette party for them. Wow. Thank you for making and taking the time to share your celebrity encounter with all of us. This is kind of where we say adieu to you and you and you and you for this episode. Pam, you have been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Love
so
your
much
story.
for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, and to all of you out there, don't forget to spay and neuter your animals.
Yeah, help control the pet population for the Celebrity Encounters podcast. I'm John Rodolini.
I'm Hailey Brooks.
See you
Bye-bye.
around.
Thanks for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed our show, please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast on all your favorite platforms. We'll see you next week with the next episode of Celebrity Encounter Podcast.